Hello students, in this session you are going to learn the difference between process and thread. Before going to the difference of a process and thread, let's see the definition for process and thread. A process is simply a program under execution or an independent process of control. So in your computer system, whatever you are doing, it is going to internally create a process. For example, when you open application, it is going to create one process. When you are clicking on some icons, it is also creating a process inside your system. So it is nothing but a program under execution, and processes will not share anything. And if you want to communicate between these processes, means you have to use some form of inter-process communication which are provided by your operating system. And processes are big. So how I am telling processes are big means by seeing the memory usage of this particular process. So when you see, this process is going to take 4 segments: stack, heap, data, text. When this process is executed means it is going to take this much of memory space in your primary memory. So only it is big. So now we'll come to the definition of your thread. A thread is the smallest unit of processing that can be performed in an OS. In most modern operating systems, a thread exists within a process, that is, a single process may contain multiple threads. In order to implement the parallelism in your application, we are going to use the threads concept. And I can also define the thread as an individual part of your program that can be executed individually. And these threads share the memory and state of the parent process which has created this particular thread, and these are all lightweighted. We'll see why this lightweighted, and each gets its own stack. As I said, it is going to share memory and state of parent, so it is not going to share the stack segment of the parent. And here no need to use any inter-process communication to communicate between them, because we are using a global variable to communicate between them. So we'll see why these threads are lightweight. As you can see how these threads will look like. These are all the threads. The threads will be having its own stack and the registers, and it will be sharing the code and data segment from the parent process. So this is the example for single threaded process, and this is the example for multi-threaded process. Here you can see each thread is having stack, registers, stack, registers, stack. But they are going to share all this with the parent process. So only it is lightweighted because it is having only the stack segment. Now we'll see difference between process and thread. Threads are implicitly sharing everything. This makes the programmer have to protect anything which will be shared between threads. Processes share nothing. Programmers must explicitly share any data or state. This means that programmer is forced to think about what is being shared. So this is the difference between process and thread. Thank you.